Yo, 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 what up? It's your boy, I'm back in the building, man. I know I've been missing in action, but I had a lot going on. And, I just, what I'm saying? I'm like, today I ain't going to miss today because I know I made a commitment to myself and I got to, what I'm saying, stick to my commitment. And that's what I want you guys to do. Start sticking to your commitments and staying focused on what it is y'all need to be doing. But, a couple weeks, about 2 weeks ago, because I ain't shot a video, I'm thinking about 2 weeks. I had a video that I uploaded. Y'all can check my last video out, but I didn't chop it down the way I normally chop it down. So I got to get back to that. But what's going on with me? A couple weeks ago, I was kind of down. I'm talking about extremely tired, so I had to catch up on my rest. And by me catching up on my rest, in the process before what I wanted to share with you guys before I went down. I had actually got into an apprenticeship program. I watch my videos and it's like a therapy session for myself. You know how you might be talking to yourself and then that voice in your head that'll tell you do this or do that, or it kind of guides you. So me, not only do I have that voice in my head, my voice of reasoning that I listen to, like I could go back and watch my videos and just to self check myself, or it's like I'm listening to myself. So the information that I convey to you guys is like I listen to it myself and then I see, oh, okay, damn, I need to be doing this or I need to be doing that. So watching one of my videos and I was explaining to you guys about skill sets matter, and I always talk about the importance of getting a skill set because as we all know right now, how the world is changing, you got AI coming in, people are losing their jobs, the cost of living done went up. You got people out here living in storage units. You got people out here homeless, one check away from being on the streets. The gig work ain't paying out like it's supposed to, and it's like uh, I get a chance to look at my situation and I just had time to think and I say to myself, I'm truly blessed because the way my life is structured and the way my life is set up, I got ahead of the curve. Like I was talking to my partner the other day, and he was saying that he want to buy a house. So when I was talking to him, and I was like explaining the process on what it takes to get a house, um, 2 years tax returns, 2 months bank statements, 3 to 6% to put down, and I was explaining to him, making sure your credit score where it need to be. And he was kind of like overwhelmed with what I was saying because he was saying, yeah, well, I got this amount of money saved up. And I'm like, look, if you plan on purchasing you a house, let's say your monthly mortgage might be 1,500 to 2 grand. So I'm like, look, if you plan on doing this, why don't you start putting 1,500 to 2 grand in your account right now? So that way, when it's time for you to get your house, the people can see, okay, you consistent, with your payments and you can handle this. And he's like, yeah, well, I just bought this car and I'm gonna go ahead and pay that off first and I'll just keep saving. Like I was explaining to him, like now in 2025, these houses, well, I'm in Atlanta, so I don't know where y'all at, but for the ones that's in Atlanta, Georgia, the suburban area, Gwinnett County, DeKalb County, Marietta, if you in any one of them cities, then you got houses going for 300,000 and up if you want a nice home. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? But they got cheaper homes, but like I said, you got to find them, and then I'm not sure exactly what it is that you want. So he was saying, like I was trying to explain to him, like, bro, you don't got to jump out there and try to get your dream home first out the gate. You can get you a little starter home. And the way the economy going right now, I'm not even sure that they have starter homes like that no more, or you get you an investment property and fix it up, but it's like what kind of time frame that you have to actually find the house, get the construction loan, you know, and it's like a lot of people, it's the mindset. Everybody want to live this rich and glamorous life. And like I said, you got to sacrifice now so you can shine later. You feel me? You don't have to go out there and jump out there and get a house for 300,000 and trying to make them payments. You feel me? Because you don't know if you're going to get a 15-year mortgage. You don't know if you're going to get a 30-year mortgage. Your job, you don't know how secure your job is. And it's like, I'm trying to explain these things and people just don't. I mean, I'm not sure if it was resonating to him, but you know, all I could do is offer the information because, like I said, man, my story is like this. I bought my house in '06. You feel me? So I only got a couple more years for this joint paid off. You feel me? I done had my bumps in the road with, you know, with my trucking company. I done had different creditors, you know, that I owed, that I had to restructure repayment plans, and I'm paying back all this bad debt that I incurred when I had the trucking company. And well, I still got my trucking company. I just had it on pause ever since COVID. But what I'm about to do is I'm working on restarting my trucking company. But like I said, when I go into it this time, I gotta be hands-on because when I did the trucking company last time, I wasn't hands-on with it. I was just delegating the responsibilities. Look, you handle this, you handle that, you know, and I'm still trying to go to my job, my day job, and get money from that way, and then still trying to collect money off of the trucking of my trucking company. So being that I went through that experience and I was able to see that when you starting a business, you have to be hands-on with starting your business. Just like I was explaining it to my partner, like, look, bro, you got a job, you know, you ever thought about starting you a business so you can bring in some extra income? And, I'm trying to go over these things with him. And I'm like, I thought as I was talking to him, it dawned on me like, bro, you can tell somebody all the information in the world, but if they're not willing to take in the information and apply it to their life, then you really just wasting your time. So that's what made me feel like, damn, I'm doing these YouTube videos, and I want to convey to you guys about how I was able to change my mindset, how I was able to position myself to be where I'm at right now in 2025 versus where I used to be at, dealing with my mindset, my actions, my income, because like I said on my last video, it's like if you're not doubling your income or increasing your income every 2 years, then you're really wasting your time. See, I've been on my job for multiple years, and because I didn't have the right mindset, I wasn't focused on increasing my income. I was just more or less like, well, look, I can go get it over here or get it over there. And once I start watching my videos and I start reading more and I start listening to different broadcasts and podcasts and things that were shaping my mind to say, hey, do you want to be stagnant or do you want to grow and you want to elevate and you want to get to the next level? And once I start taking the blindfold off of my eyes and my mindset, and it really it dawned on me and it started resonating with me that, hey, if I don't make a move now, then in the next 5 years, I'm going to be stuck in the same place. So I say that to say why I haven't made the video, why I wasn't able, and I ain't making no excuses, but why I wasn't able to get up here and do a video for you guys. I had enrolled into an apprenticeship program. So with that apprenticeship program, it's an apprenticeship program to become an electrician. So like I said, it's all about elevation with me. You feel me? Like you get a chance to learn a new skill set. You know what I'm saying? Cause like I said, my current job, I'm up here. I'm at the top of the key. I'm top tier. You feel me? And it's like I can see my life a year from now. I can see my life 2 years from now. I can see my life 5 years from now. But if I don't make a move now and I don't position myself to go to the next level, then I end up being stuck and stagnant in the same place. Even with the when I think you might have heard me on one of my videos where I'm talking about getting a part-time job. Well, I've been on that part-time job for 2 years, and that allowed me to knock out some of this credit card debt that I had incurred. It allowed me to do a whole bunch of things, you know. And even with the second job, I mean, it's just a part-time job. They have great benefits, great insurance, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you go get your health checkup, go to the dentist, you know, things of that nature. And all of these things are important as you elevate. Because if you ain't got your health, you don't got nothing, you know. And you can get around and play around with what's going on right now, but I'm sitting back with binoculars on, just watching the way society is going, and a lot of people, they falling short because, you know, everybody want to get the tea, or everybody need to keep up with the latest gossip. And the way I'm looking at life and the way time is moving, it's already July. I just had a birthday. You feel me? Happy birthday to me. You know what I'm saying? Happy belated birthday to myself. I didn't even do nothing for my birthday. You feel me? Because I'm so focused on getting to the next level and doing what it is that I need to do. You know? But as I'm looking at the way my life is going, and I'm looking at the decisions and the choices that I'm making so I can get to that next level, like, I'm proud of myself. You feel me? And what I want to tell you guys is, don't get caught up in what's going on the internet and everybody can be rich. Yes, you can start a business. Yes, you can get the funds and you can live the life that you choose to live, but you have to put in the work to do these things. There is no tomorrow night I'm gonna get rich. Like, y'all want me to give y'all a cash phone number and y'all go play that one number 100 times? That's your money right there. Play it straight 5 times with cash flow. Play it 100 times straight. The number gotta hit. You feel me? That's your money right there. You know, if you want to go that route, play the lottery or go gamble, or, you know, go viral. You know what I'm saying? Shoot the right video and hopefully it come out and you get paid off of it. You feel me? I don't got the time to be waiting on a number to hit, or if one of my videos gonna go viral. And you see what I'm saying? It's still consistent. Even if the video go viral, you still gotta put out more videos, and you gotta lock these people in. And from, even with me, and I speak about myself, like I can go overload to where I'm listening to positive messages, seeing positive images, and then it'll have me, it'll lock me in. But then I want to jump out of my character and say, well, I want to laugh today. I want to see something funny, or, you know what I'm saying? So I don't knock that people want to laugh. You gotta laugh. Laugh is good for the soul, good for, it's good for you. You know what I'm saying? But you just can't be stuck on party and BS and time passing, but you're not focused on doing what it is that you need to do so you can get to where it is that you trying to be in life, you know? And I had to apply balance to what was going on with me, and, just in my situation. So that's what made me say, well, damn, you working one job, you leaving that job, going to the next job. Okay, you paying off this, you saving up this, you invest in this. Okay, when do you get the time for yourself? And that's what made me start thinking, like, if I stay on this path, then I'll never get the time that I want, the time to go on vacation, the time to spend time with my family, the time to, do some of the things that I want to do. So that's what made me say, and that's why I'm telling you guys, a job is going to be what it is. It's just going to be a job. But if you got a skill set, man, you can move around, you can travel, you can work in different cities, you can work in different states. It's a whole lot of benefits to having a skill set. So what I want to tell you guys, like, because even with me, all of this is new to me. You know what I'm saying? carrying like I tell my boy, I laugh at myself, but I'm used to carrying illegal activities in my backpack, you know. But now I got books in the backpack. You feel me? And it's like, wow, you know, who could see that? I couldn't, you know, why I say, damn, I could see my future down the road. When my mind wasn't where it needed to be, I couldn't see that. But now that I took the blindfold off my mind, took the blindfold off my eyes, opened up my ears where I can listen and hear and I can see and I can breathe and I can think clearly. Now I can see where I can be at. I can see where I can go. I can see that I don't have to be stuck in no job for another 20 years unhappy. Not saying I was unhappy with the job, because don't get it twisted. The job, you know, I pay my mortgage, I pay my bills, you know, I stack up my money, I do what I do. You know, I utilize the job, you know, to invest into myself. So it ain't nothing wrong with having a job. It's just that you can grow so far, only so far in your job. You know what I'm saying? So if you're one of the ones or one of the two people that you feel like, hey man, I want to elevate. I want to live like this. I want to be able to travel. I want to have these nice things. And like I said, it ain't nothing wrong with material items. You just got to be smart about the moves that you're making. Don't be out here struggling to pay for no Corvette and you work, you know what I'm saying, with your job. If you got an investment property or a couple of investment properties and you got money coming in that can pay for your assets, you know, asset was, it ain't an asset, but it's a, you know, a liability. But you know, everybody want to shine in flaws. I get that. We're not knocking that. But what I am saying is, make sure your foundation is set. You know what I'm saying, and you're not struggling to pay for these things. You know what I'm saying? I got a list. Well, I got a whole new list, but things that I want to do, and it's like I can't do that with just no job. You feel me? I know I got to make sure my businesses are up and running. I got to make sure my businesses are bringing in the necessary income. I got to make sure my assets are bringing in the necessary income. Now, if I choose to go out, jump in something foreign or make this type of move, I can make these type of moves because now, like I said, my mind wasn't right. So now that I've been working on my mind, and this ain't nothing that you say, oh yeah, my mind right now, I ain't gotta, every day you gotta work on your mind. Every day you wake up and you able to go outside, you able to breathe fresh air, you have to work on your mindset. The whole key to the thing is, what type of mindset do you want to have? What type of lifestyle do you want to have? Where do you see yourself in the next 6 months? Do you see yourself stagnant, complacent, still complaining? Do you see yourself saying, I got to make a video on this too, but do you see yourself saying, I'm a. Man, come on, dog. It's either day one or one day. You're going to do this, like even with me. I know it's going to be, I'm just in a apprenticeship program. Next, you go to the next level. You feel me? It's gonna be a long road to travel, but I'm always up for the challenge. You feel me? And if you're up for the challenge on elevating your life, bettering your financial situation, doing whatever it's gonna take to get yourself in a position so you can win, then man, you got my vote. You feel me? You doing a great thing for your life. You know what I'm saying? But if you gonna make excuses, you gonna complain, you're going to deny yourself access to the type of life that you want, the type of life that you can win off of, then that's on you. Don't look at yourself in 10 years from now and say woulda, shoulda, coulda. You feel me? Because even with me, I look, don't get it twisted. I look at myself like, damn, I should have, you know what I'm saying? I wish I would have. You feel me? But at the end of the day, I feel like some areas in my life, I went on ahead, like, you know, for instance, purchasing the home. I jumped out there. You feel me? If I didn't purchase a home when I did, then I'd really be looking stupid out here. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I laugh to myself, like, I'm glad I did this. I should have did this, but I mean, you know, life, the way that the way the cards get dealt, you know, you just gotta play your hand. You feel me? So That's what I've been out here doing, playing my hand. But just know that I'm walking away from that table with them winnings, man. You feel me? Because I'm not out here doing all this for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I always been a winner. I never was a loser. You feel me? So my plan and my play on life is I plan to win. You feel me? That's why I've been mentally preparing myself for all these things. And like I said, it's gonna be a long road to travel. But like I said, I'm up for the challenge, and I want you guys to be up for the challenge. I ain't gonna talk y'all head off. I just want y'all to get focused on what it is that y'all want to do. I want y'all to start writing down y'all goals. I want y'all to get focused on y'all goals. I want y'all to start surrounding yourself with people that's smarter than you. If you the smartest one in your group, hey, find you a new group to hang out. Cause even like I said, like I laugh at myself because it's like I'm looking at these in my class, in the program. You got young kids, you got people my age in there, you got burnouts, you got, I mean, just people from all walks of life. It's probably about 15 people in there, but at the end of the day, you get a chance to meet new people. And that's, I always say that. Y'all ready to meet some new people because, like I said, the people that I know, they just gonna do what they do. They just gonna be who they are. Even with me, for instance, I'm always about growth. Person look at me and say, well, he just gonna be who he is. Hey, man, I salute that. But I know the person I used to be versus the person I am now, these two different people. And I surround myself I want to surround myself with greatness. You feel me? I don't want to be the smartest one all the time. I want to feel dumb. I mean, I ain't dumb, but I'm saying I want to feel like, damn, I need to learn this because there's so many things. Even shooting a YouTube video, I remember at one point I ain't know, I mean, you could press record on the camera and you know what I'm saying, but man, I learned so much dealing with this. You feel me? So like I said, I'm watching life and it's like, man, it's so much potential. It's so much potential that one can have, but you really have to be adamant about what it is that you're trying to achieve. You have to apply yourself. You got to get focused out here, and you got to believe in whatever it is that you're trying to achieve. You got to believe in it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, you know, I mean, it's amazing to me because it's like when my mindset wasn't right, man, come on, man. Let's go get that beer. Let's go get that Hennessy. The game coming on. I need to smoke me a blunt. You feel me? I mean, I ain't got time to go to no gym. You know what I'm saying? Well, shit, you only live once. I'm finna spend this. You know what I'm saying? Not thinking about investing, not thinking about your future, not thinking about a whole bunch of things. And now that I seen that I had to unlearn and relearn, man, it's a whole new world in my world for me, and I'm able to see now. Even before I start wearing glasses, I was like I couldn't see. You know what I'm saying? But you couldn't tell me I couldn't see. But when I went to go get my eyes checked, and the lady said, "Hey, you can't see. You need glasses." And I'm like, "What, lady? No, do that again." You feel me? And then once we determined you need glasses, I was like, wow. And that's the same thing with you guys. Y'all can work on y'all mind, or y'all can feel like y'all know it all. You gonna prosper. Forget about what Trust No talking about. I don't want to hear that the SHIT. That's cool. I get it. You feel me? Stay entertained. Keep up with the T. But hey, when you see your peers passing you by, when y'all check them bank accounts and you got less than $400 in the account, when you look at your living situation, you're still living in poverty or you're still living with somebody else. When you look at that car you driving, and you know what I'm saying, everything around you gonna tell you what you've been doing in your life. Everything around you. You feel me? I don't have to come up here and tell you or talk down on nobody or try to shame nobody into how they living. That's not my thing. Only my job is to say, hey, this is where I came from. This is where I want to be at. This is what I'm doing, the steps I'm taking to get to where I'm trying to go. You feel me? I didn't, like I said, man, I wasn't writing down no goals. I wasn't cognizant about the things that I was, the information that I was putting out there. I wasn't focused on the images that I was allowing to enter my mindset, and you know what I'm saying? It was a party. You feel me? When I say a party, not a physical party where everybody dancing and you know what I'm saying? Just man, I don't want to hear that right now. I don't want to hear nothing about no stocks. I don't want to hear nothing about no, you know what I'm saying, getting no other job. This job, cool. I don't need no two jobs. You feel me? When you want something out of life, you gon' when your back against the wall, you gonna make a move, dog. I promise you that. You feel me? So you have to make the decision on what move you gonna make, and you're gonna be the determining factor in your outcome. So it's your boy Trust. No man, I'm finna get out here. I'm finna go hit this gym, and I just want y'all to take heed to what I'm saying. And y'all do me a favor, man. Hit the like button, hit the share button, jump in the comment section. You know, I'm back, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Nah, I ain't gonna. You're just gonna see me showing up, and I gotta show up because I made a commitment to myself. But it's your boy. I'm out.